Exclusive video. The Republican Mesa County clerk, already under investigation for voting system security breaches, is arrested after struggling with officers who came to serve a search warrant. Full belly, full hearts. New in today's Warrior Way, a pay what you can cafe is open to everyone. You just need to have an appetite. First, happening today, a woman accused of murdering her Make-A-Wish daughter will be sentenced in court.
I'm Gary Shapiro.
I'm Corey Rose.
I'm Natasha Verma.
I'm Ed Greene.
I'm Erica Lopez.
9 News Morning starts right now. And we begin this morning with a live look at Table Mesa King Soopers in Boulder. The location reopening this morning, almost a year after a man shot and killed 10 people inside. And we're also going to see new renovations with the reopening as well.
And we confirmed with King Soopers this does include enhanced safety and security measures. Understandably, they didn't want to tell us really about those and what they are.
Right. Renovations will continue through the summer, including a remembrance garden that will be revealed in June at the west corner of the store's parking lot. John Glasgow will have more for us ahead at 6:30.
Our other top story today, the mother accused of murdering her 7-year-old daughter is going to be sentenced this afternoon.
Police say Kelly Turner claimed her daughter had medical issues and illnesses, but it was all fake and ultimately led to her death.
9 News reporter Jordan Chavez joins us in studio this morning. Jordan, Turner faces multiple charges, not just murder.
Yeah, that's right, you guys. Turner pleaded guilty actually to several charges just last month as she sobbed in her virtual appearance from the Douglas County Jail. She actually pleaded guilty to an amended charge of child abuse, negligently causing death, as well as theft of $100,000 to $1 million and to charitable fraud. Now, this plea deal is a move she made just weeks before she was scheduled to go on trial for the death of her 7-year-old daughter, Olivia Gant. Now, according to District Court Judge Patricia Herron, Turner's agreement calls for a 16-year prison sentence. Judge Herron said cases like this one are extremely difficult, and that's because they involve something known as Munchausen syndrome by proxy or even fictitious disorder imposed on another. Now, these are cases where caregivers put a child through unnecessary medical treatment to get attention for themselves. So actually, back when Olivia died in 2017, it was believed she succumbed to multiple diseases, but according to a grand jury indictment, Turner actually faked her medical issues and ultimately killed Olivia. Now, today's formal sentencing is scheduled to happen at the Douglas County Courthouse. That's going to be happening at 1:30 this afternoon. Of course, we will have a team there to cover all of this. Reporting live in studio, I'm Jordan Chavez, 9 News.
Jordan, thanks. One of these strangest cases, but one of the saddest, too. Taking a live look at Denver right now, another day of smooth sailing in the weather department.
Yes, that is right. We've got our mild weather streak continuing. Ed Greene is here with a look at your forecast.
First, Erica Lopez has a check on your morning commute. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, if you're just waking up with us, not a bad start to the Wednesday morning drive. Live look from our CDOT camera. We are taking a peek at I-25 and I-70 at this hour. Northbound and southbound volume looking just fine. No major issues to report. I wouldn't even say volume is building too heavily through that area just yet, at least. We do have a closure this morning, so you want to avoid Broadway between Iowa Avenue and Mexico Avenue. There is an accident there, and police have shut things down in both directions. Aside from that, though, driving into Commerce City, smooth sailing. You do have the green light for your ride on westbound 76 traveling in from E470. That's only going to take you about 11 minutes at this hour. 14 minutes for your ride here in either direction on I-25 between downtown and the Denver Tech Center.
Erica, thank you. Yesterday, 50 degrees. The day before, 50 degrees. We'll be near 50 degrees today. So much like the past couple of days, 28 right now. We have partly cloudy skies, so a few clouds drifting across the state. And that's what we'll see today. Mixture of clouds and sunshine. Maybe a couple of scattered showers over northeastern Colorado. Maybe one wanders into the metro area, but few and far between. And then by tomorrow morning, we're clear skies once again. So today, variable cloudiness will go for 49 degrees. Then for tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, milder 55 degrees. As we take a look at Friday, increasing clouds, light snow late in the day into the evening hours, maybe an inch or two, 47 degrees. And then the extended forecast, mostly sunny on Saturday and 45, 56 on your Sunday, even milder on Monday with sunshine and near 60 degrees.
No, stay with it. Stay with it. No. Oh.
It was heartbreaking to watch. Michaela Schifrin will not defend her medal in the slalom. In mostly a repeat of her Sunday performance, Colorado superstar skied out and failed to finish her run for a second time. Sports reporter Ariel Arsuto joins us this morning. Ariel, what does all this mean maybe for our favorite Olympian going forward?
Well, Michaela Schifrin still has 3 events remaining, the Super G, downhill, and combined. And she won a silver medal in combined in 2018 and still has two world championship medals in Super G. So there's definitely still hope to see her on the podium, but she'll need some support along the way. Her boyfriend, Alexander Amat Kilde, was a Norwegian alpine skier who won bronze medal this week. He had this to say about her on Instagram. Most of you will look at this and ask if she's lost or if she can handle the pressure, but I look at it and see a top athlete doing what she does. A top athlete does. Schifrin then reposted her post to her story and said, "My hope is that every human finds another human who loves, understands, and heals them the way Alexander has done for me." After hitting the second gate, her next event will be Super G tomorrow night, and coming up in just a few minutes, we'll switch gears to the first gold medal for the United States.
Ariel, thank you. Right now, investigators in Jefferson County are searching for this man. He's wanted for a string of bank robberies. The most recent happened Monday morning at a First Bank on Ken Carroll Avenue. Crime Stoppers is offering up to $2,000 for information leading to an arrest. PNC Bank will pay $5,000 for info that leads to an arrest and conviction.
Also this morning, there is a bid now to buy the Denver Broncos. Media mogul Byron Allen is first known person to announce that he's going to be bidding on the Broncos. Allen's media group owns the Weather Channel and multiple local TV stations. Various websites list Allen's net worth at between $400 and $450 million. Pretty impressive, but nowhere near the amount necessary to buy the Broncos. An auction for the team expected to cost around $4 billion. That would suggest that Allen's net worth is either really underreported or that he has backers with deep pockets lined up.
New overnight, Thornton City Council voted 5-4 to create vacancy in Ward 1. The council's 5 conservative members determined that Jack Phillips, who represents Ward 1, is no longer a Thornton resident. Phillips has homes in both Thornton and Alamosa, and we have information right now on 9news.com.
The Republican Mesa County clerk and election rigging conspiracy theorist who is under investigation for voting system security breaches now faces a new set of legal problems.
She has more problems. Police took Tina Peters into custody on Tuesday after struggling with officers. They came to serve a search warrant. We have exclusive video of her arrest. Police arrested her in Grand Junction while serving a search warrant to seize her iPad. She was at a restaurant at the time. She's accused of using it to record video at a court hearing for a co-worker. The judge said recordings were not permitted.
When the judge asked Peters if she was recording, she denied it.
9 News reporter Jennifer Meckles gives us a closer look at Tuesday's arrest.
Police approached Tina Peters late Tuesday morning inside Main Street Bagels in Grand Junction. She struggled with officers, even moved her leg at one point in what looks like a kick.
It hurts. Let go of me. Give me my key. Oh, you understand? Stop it.
Peters is a hero in the election conspiracy theory world and under federal and local investigations for allegedly allowing someone access to Mesa County's voting systems who later took data to conspiracy theorists. And now,
give me my key.
In a new kind of trouble.
The search warrant for Peters' iPad indicated that she could be charged with attempting to influence a public service for recording a hearing. That is a Class 4 felony. And Grand Junction police told us that charges are pending for Tuesday's incident too, possibly resisting arrest. Peters has since been released. 9 News reached out to ask Peters about the arrest. We have not heard back. Well, Denver election workers are going to take a ballot box out of the 5 Points neighborhood soon, but they're going to put it to a new location.
Yeah, that's because the Blair Caldwell Library is under construction. The new locations haven't been determined just yet. Denver elections say that they want to make sure people don't think the city is moving a voting box permanently out of the heart of Denver's black community. Colorado lawmakers want to get Amachi in southeastern Colorado added to the national park system in the next 2 weeks.
The only person objecting is Utah's Republican Republican Senator Mike Lee. Lee says he wants to add an amendment to the bill, but isn't in D.C. right now to do it. Legislators are trying to get this passed before February 19th. That is the day in 1942 when President Roosevelt signed the executive order which led to the incarceration of people of Japanese Americans in isolated camps in the name of preventing espionage in the U.S. The city of Colorado Springs is paying Devin Bailey's family $3 million 2.5 years after police shot and killed him.
Yeah, police shot Bailey in the back in August of 2019. Body camera video shows him running away from officers. They suspected him of a robbery. Officers said they believed he was going for a gun and they shot him. A grand jury ruled that the shooting was justified. The city decided on the settlement anyway, paying nearly $3 million instead of risking an even larger judgment at a trial. Well, since his death, there have been multiple changes to state law regarding policing. Natasha, now we have the Enhanced Law Enforcement Integrity Bill.
Yeah, that's right. And had SB 2217 been law during the 2019 shooting, officers would have had to use different techniques before deploying deadly force against Bailey. It's known as the fleeing felon law. Officers cannot use deadly force to apprehend a person suspected of a minor offense, and they are required to use non-violent tactics before resorting to deadly force. Legislators say that this bill was partly in response to Bailey's shooting.
The boxing community is mourning the death of one of their own. The owner of Topiera Boxing Club, Joaquin Romero, was killed in a hit and run on Sunday. Denver police say they found the car spotted leaving the scene where he was hit. Police say it was stolen. Police have arrested the person driving that car. Joaquin's dad remembers his son as a loving person.
He was small, but he was pretty mighty. Joaquin, he was a great kid. He give you the shirt off his back.
The suspect in the case has been identified as 23-year-old Omar Delgado. He's only facing charges for allegedly stealing a car and eluding police. Denver police say they are still investigating whether he was involved in the hit and run that killed Joaquin.
And one thing you want to know about Denver's weather are the stats for today. 49 is the high we're going for. Normal high is 45. The record's 73 in 1954. Normal low is 19 and the record 15 below. And that's from 2001.
And thank you. One thing to know on the roads at this hour, we do have a closure. Southbound Broadway is closed because of a wreck between Iowa Avenue and Mexico Avenue. Another new crash just reported in the last few minutes along Alameda Avenue and South Cherokee Street.
Erica, thanks. Still ahead on 9 News Mornings. It is a cafe that is open to everyone, no matter your status in life.
First, Ariel Arsuto joins us again this morning with a full breakdown of what happened in Beijing while you slept. Before we go to break, a quick check on the medal count. Norway took the top spot this morning. 10 overall medals, 4 are gold. The United States moved up slightly from our check yesterday morning, but we still aren't sitting great. We're now in 7th with 7 medals overall. Obviously, we have all zeros on the screen, but trust the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's not right.
No, it's not right, obviously. All right, we'll get that fixed and have it updated for you next time.
And yesterday we had 50 degrees. The day before we had 50 degrees. We'll be close to 50 degrees today. You see a pattern here? We have partly cloudy skies this morning. Just a few clouds around. I think we'll see that mixture of clouds and sunshine off and on today. 28 degrees is where we sit right now out at the airport. And in this northwest flow, we have a couple of 5. Partly cloudy tomorrow and 55. Then there's that late day snow on Friday, gone by Saturday. Mild again on Sunday and Monday before more unsettled weather moves in for Tuesday and Wednesday.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ariel Arsuto with your...
Ariel, thank you. We do want to talk about the drive here as you get ready to travel along I-25 and 20th Street. That's where we're looking pretty out for this morning. We actually have a closure because of a wreck on southbound Broadway, that closure between Iowa Avenue and Mexico Avenue. So in the Platt Park area, watch out for that one. The other crash we have, no reported closures. Could be a partial lane blocked out here along Alameda Avenue and South Cherokee Street, so be careful there. Right now, both sides of 225 in the green here between I-70 and I-25. Your drive only about 10 minutes both ways, so we do love to see that very quick. Southbound, northbound I-25 commute between downtown and the Denver Tech Center not giving us any trouble. 14 minutes for that ride in
Everything makes me second guess like the last 15 years.
It's heartbreaking. Colorado skier Michaela Schifrin won't defend her medal in the slalom either. New this morning, every year police warn about a spike in sex trafficking before Super Bowl Sunday. We'll verify why the Super Bowl is just like any other big event and why sex trafficking needs to be an issue year-round.
It's going to be emotional all around, between co-workers and all the customers.
But first, nearly a year after a man shot and killed 10 people at a King Superstore in Boulder, that store is reopening today. 9 News Mornings starts right now. And today, a new chapter in Boulder. 11 months ago, a gunman shot and killed those 10 people in the King Superstore off Table Mesa.
This morning, the store reopens with a number of renovations and security improvements.
9 News reporter John Glasgow is live outside the store this morning. John, the store is going to look a lot different, and employees say that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's right. The remodel hides some of the reminders of that tragic day. There's a new sign, there's new lighting, there's a new layout as well. But the scar on this community is still very vivid. But today, this is about a new start, a new beginning, and some new memories as well, but also remembering those 10 lives that were lost. Now, about half of the King Soopers employees are returning who worked here at the store last March. Some of them have been with the store for decades and were on shift when 10 people lost their lives. They say returning to Table Mesa has not been easy since the shooting. What brings them back? The community, the people, a place that feels like home. Now, for employees who have left and found new jobs, some plan to return as customers for the reopening to show strength amid tragedy.
The events that happened within that store, they won't go away. It's the fact that it's a new beginning that brings closure.
So as part of this remodel, there will be a new layouts, new security features. There's also going to be a mural to honor the community as well. Before the doors open today, there's going to be a ceremony right here in front of the store. They're going to take a moment here to remember the victims before celebrating that new beginning.
John, thank you. And John, for anyone who needs a refresher, what is the status of the suspect in the shooting case?
Yeah, well, 4 different doctors found him incompetent to stand trial for now. Now, the district attorney requested that the suspect be sent to the state mental hospital for treatment. Now, what we don't know, why experts determined why he is not competent. The defense attorney says her client has a serious mental illness, but also did not provide details about that. The ruling halted all proceedings in the case indefinitely. And another hearing is scheduled for March 15th, nearly a year after the shooting. So we should find out a little bit more about this case.
All right, John. Thanks for the update.
Taking a live look at Denver right now, it is another really nice start to the day. Sun just coming up over downtown Denver. Some high clouds there.
Loving it. Ed Greene joins us now with a look at your forecast. We're talking 50s, even close to 60 into this weekend.
That's right. It's in the forecast. We're going to have some pretty nice weather around here, but little storm systems in the northwest flow will brush by the state and just give us a few changes. First, let's go outside and take a look. And there it is once again, 28 degrees with clear to partly cloudy skies. And we'll see that mixture of clouds and sunshine today. By this afternoon and evening, we could see a few scattered snow showers over northeastern Colorado. Does one get along the Front Range? Well, it just might, but I think chances are few and far between. And then we're back to sunshine to start the day tomorrow. So variable cloudiness today, 49 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, milder, 55 degrees. Then Friday, increasing clouds, light snow late, maybe an inch or two falls, and then it's gone. Saturday, mostly sunny and 45, 56 on Sunday. And look at your Monday, mostly sunny, near 60 degrees.
Ed, thank you so much. We want to start you out with a look from Sky9. They're in North Glen this morning along 120th and I-25. Pretty much smooth sailing out here. Really not seeing any major delays just yet. If you are getting ready to travel through North Glen and Thornton, we're still running smoothly. CDOT cameras along I-25 and Santa Fe Drive this morning, where same thing. We're definitely seeing more cars, but we're really not seeing those morning slowdowns just yet. At least along I-25. We are beginning to see them through Commerce City this morning. Westbound 76. That southeast side of 270 also slowing, approaching York Street already. Southbound Broadway Street closed this morning between Iowa Avenue and Mexico Avenue. That's because of a wreck. Right now we're getting word northbound lanes on Broadway are open. We've got another crash not too far from that one along Alameda Avenue and South Cherokee Street. Traveling on southbound I-25, beginning to see just the slightest delay this morning between I-70 and Santa Fe. That drive about 8 minutes. So we've got delays just after I-70 approaching Spear is where you're going to start to see some of that morning congestion. 15 minutes or less for your southbound or northbound I-25 commute this morning between downtown and the Denver Tech Center.
Erica, thanks. Happening this afternoon, the woman accused of murdering her daughter is going to be sentenced. Kelly Turner pleaded guilty to child abuse causing death, theft, and charitable fraud. Investigators say she faked her 7-year-old daughter's child's illness, ultimately leading to Olivia Gant's death.
The Delta variant has all but disappeared in the U.S. The CDC says there are no new Delta variant cases in the last week. The Omicron variant now accounts for 100% of new COVID cases in our country. Now, a newer subvariant of Omicron called BA.2 is estimated to make up 3.6% of those new cases. Pitkin County Public Health staff will recommend that members of the Board of Health drop all local COVID-19 related restrictions, including the indoor mask mandate, when they meet on Thursday. The end of local COVID-19 requirements could come as soon as February 18th, the beginning of President's Day weekend. That's just one of many mask mandates ending in recent weeks. Larimer County will drop its mandate on Saturday.
And that may be too soon, according to the numbers. So CDC data shows 99% of the country should be wearing masks regardless of their vaccination status. The CDC suggests wearing masks in places where the new case rate is higher than 50 cases per 100,000 people, or where the testing positivity rate exceeds 8%.
One of the biggest names of the Olympics and winter sports started his competition at the Winter Games in Beijing. This is Shaun White's 5th and final Olympic Games. As Matt Renew explains, he is an older athlete in the young athlete sport, but he wears that distinction with pride.
My wife says if she watches a news show, it'll give her nightmares. I don't know, but
Great.
probably not good news, right?
No, probably not.
All right, we are headed over to Channel 20. We have lots more there, and we hope you join us over there. Thanks.